Hello, everybody, and as promised, I said I'd be taking a look at the new catalog. So, see what the damage is going to be. Alrighty. Got a little letter from CEO of Lionel right here. Got something talking about Lionel's logo and changed up their whole timeline of stuff that they did. Anniversary. So, we got these Vanderbilt Hudsons. Um, at least in unique paint schemes, which I'm assuming is for the anniversary. They have some that are, painted to look like some post-war stuff. Um, I like the look of the blue one, and I like the red one. I wouldn't get it. I don't get typically, I'm not gonna get it. I wouldn't get it regardless because I don't have the money. But if I were to get it, I would get a more prototypical one, just because if I'm gonna invest that kind of money into a fancy, I'm gonna want one that isn't, a toy, but more of a model. But for people that are into that, I understand, and it is cool. Like if I had infinite money, I would get one. I mean, $1,800 and another $1,000 for four passenger cars is a little stupid. Um, I'm well aware of the price issues in this catalog, and I will be commentating on that. Alrighty, so here we got a turbine, or turbine, as they might say back east. I wouldn't get one just because I like the chugging, and you don't get a chugging with a turbine, you get a spooling up, kind of like a diesel. Here we have a 442 or a 242. They removed the front truck in order to make this resemble the cheapo 242 that used to be in the Lionel Scout set. However, this thing being $1,000 is absolutely ridiculous. This should be a $700, $800, maybe even six, anywhere between $600 and $800 engine. $1,000, just not even remotely worth it. You got some post-war inspired cars down here once again for $1,000. It's ridiculous. Um, this thing's pretty cool. I like the template. Um, Division Line Hudson. I mean, $2,400. Not gonna happen for me, but it looks nice. Uh, oh, it's one of those cars as a freight sounds box car though. That's cool. Um, oh, it's got a rail sounds caboose too. That's kind of cool. And here we got a Lackawanna Trainmaster set. I mean, it's got a hotbox reefer. I actually recently bought one of those. I'm gonna do a review on it eventually. Yeah, I mean, it's looks like a decent set. Um, the price is acceptable. I would have liked it to maybe be like 1,000 even. Um, but it's passable, I guess. $540 for this is steep. This is just a Lion Chief set, and Lion Chief sets are supposed to be in the $1,000 price range. Not $1,000, the $300 price range. If they ask $1,000, I'm giving up. I'm throwing my trains in the trash. But no, they're supposed to be like the $350, $400 price range. $540. I mean, it doesn't seem to come with uh, anything special. It's all the typical stuff. So there's no real reason to to put that much of a price on this thing. This guy down here looks like another set. This is a conventional train set for $1,100. I don't get. I mean, this has to be a typo. Like somehow, like maybe $199 I could see for a conventional train set. But 1,200 dollars. There's literally no reason, no reason at all for that. That makes absolutely no sense. It is mind-boggling to me. Um, I mean, you could get this transformer, people give them away for free. I mean, having a dump car really isn't worth. Um, really isn't worth it. I don't know. It doesn't really seem to have anything. Literally just a conventional train set. So, if they're charging us more money to go backwards, it makes no sense. Now, if it came with this crane, then I might be able to maybe understand ish why it's that much if it came with this crane, but it doesn't. So that's an issue. That being said, I do like the crane. I've been wanting to get a command control crane. Might look into it somewhere down the line. I want to get some more operating accessories to kind of light up my Christmas village, make it a little more animated. Um, so, but yeah, all right, we'll go ahead and page. Here we got a bunch of 125th anniversary stuff. I mean, $100 for 27 cars, and $700 for a Lion Chief Pacific is, it's not really flying for me. Um, I'm not gonna pay $109. Oh, it is a. Oh, is it a sound box car? This PS1 doesn't seem like it. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, I mean, none of this stuff is really flying for me, so um, I probably wouldn't have gotten it anyway. But at these prices, I'm not gonna get it at all. Got your $200 for these? That's ridiculous. This is a $50 item right here. All right, this thing isn't TMCC equipped or anything, is it? No. So no, this is not worth $200. I mean, this thing probably cost $25 to make. It's freaking ridiculous. $50 is the max that should be sold for. Uh, Personalize your layout. Yeah, I've been wanting to get a. Might actually, expensive, but I might get one of these. Um, make like a memorial boxcar for my dad or something. I don't know. Puzzle and pens. Little Hallmark thing. I can tell you, Santa ain't making these. Santa can't afford it. Not at these prices. All right, we're getting into the O scale vision line. So we're entering the. I'm definitely probably never going to own any of these section at $1,800. Yeah, the vision line Hudsons. I mean, I don't think these are anything new, are they? They were in the last catalog, or am I just hallucinating that? It seems like we just did vision line Hudsons. Um, I mean, I'm not a big New York Central guy. When I was a kid, I always wanted one uh, because of the iconicness of the Lionel Hudson. But now that I'm an adult, grown up, I'm kind of shearing away from East Coast stuff. I have my K4, but that's about it as far as East Coast. So, definitely not going to be getting one, but at these prices, I mean, no, I mean, I think they got a swinging bell, yeah. A force coupler, which, makes it chug harder. I mean, HO's been doing that for years, and they don't charge with it just with a decoder. And just based on the amps that the motor's pulling, they don't have to have a special coupler to do that. So, um, I like the water scoop effect. That's pretty neat. But you know, uh, I definitely won't be getting one. I mean, they're too pricey. But I mean, for a Vision line, I could kind of it skews. I think this would be better off if it were around 1600. But you know, more fantasy theme Hudsons. I mean, I know they did one. This is kind of paying homage to a color that some of these were like back in the day, but it is, in my opinion, really ugly gunmetal. Um, Kind of cool. I mean, I'm not a big fantasy scheme. I wouldn't be getting one. Here they got a New York Central Hudson, $1,800, and some Niagara Falls passenger cars. $600 for a pair of two. Eh, $700 for a pair of two. That's kind of, pardon my French, bullcrap a little bit. I mean, shave $200 off that, and you might be in the ballpark. But this ain't. It's not flying. Now we have some Commodore Vanderbilts. I always thought these looked neat. I wouldn't mind getting one of these. Not at these prices. I might get myself a TMCC one from back in the day or down the line. I mean, it's got a swinging bell, but you can't even really see the bell, so what's the point? Uh, Nice looking engine. This set is nuts. Like I'm not gonna be paying $3,600 if I'm forking out that kind of money. I'm gonna be buying myself a new car, but um, for six passenger cars in a Vision Line Hudson, personally, I mean, I don't even know where to begin to price one of these things, but I think it would fly a lot better, honestly, if it was at a minimal like $700 cheaper. you know, and even then, it's expensive. Uh, but like 2,700. I mean, no one's gonna buy this. It's gonna be minuscule. The amount of profit they're gonna make off making these is, you know, the hobby's shrinking, and if you keep raising the prices, it's gonna keep shrinking. Um, get some more passenger cars here at $400 for a station sounds. I don't know about that. $600 for two packs. That's absolutely crazy. Here we got some more modern set with these Florida and the auto rack graffiti. $1,400. I would have knocked at least 200 off that, made it 1,100, but that's what it is. At least that's in a somewhat acceptable range, I guess. But you um, the graffiti looks not real, but it is what it is. Or auto racks. I'm not a big modern guy. I have a soft spot for modern diesels. I might get one somewhere down the line just because I recognize the noises. Me and my dad used to sit at the railroad yard and eat lunch and like watching the trains go by. So, that's, yeah. Alright, Legacy Steam. More turbines. Like I said, I'm not much of a turbine guy. Got some interesting fantasy schemes on these and an unlettered one. You don't see a lot of unlettered in O scale, so kind of cool. This daylight one's kind of goofy. Um, yeah. Heislers. I am a stickler for Heislers, but not for $1,700. That's gonna be a big no for me, dog. Like, if honestly, if this thing were like, there's no reason for this to be $1,700. There really isn't. Like, it's a Heisler, so I think the $1,100 range would make more sense. And if it was in the $1,100 range, I would probably buy one. Um, I'd probably get the Weyerhaeuser one right here. I mean, I love this. This is right in my neighborhood, right the area I live in was Weyerhaeuser territory. So but not at these prices, anything can happen. Or the 442s at exorbitant prices. Once again, if it were $200 cheaper, I'd probably buy one. I'd probably get this Burlington route one, but it's not gonna happen. No. This one just looks goofy with this wheel right here. I don't know, something doesn't look quite right about that. Yeah, I mean they're nice, but I might get a TMCC one down the line, used and cheaper. But at these prices, it ain't worth it. Diesels, see what they're cooking up in the diesel department. We got some Some diesels, modern diesels. I mean, I'm nowhere an expert on any of these. I've heard they get the colors wrong and stuff like this. And I recently got a Northern Pacific 460, and they definitely got the red on the cab roof just completely wrong. So sounds about like it tracks, but they're nice. I want to get one CSXs at my neighborhood, so um, yeah, looks like some heritage schemes here. I got to see a UP heritage unit just on a random freight one time. It was Western Pacific, many years ago. It was pretty cool. Um, we got the new Canadian Pacific Kansas City uh paint schemes. Those are kind of neat. I don't have much to say about them. These Trainmasters are cool. They're reasonably priced. Maybe in a perfect world, $100 cheaper would be nice. Um, I like the Milwaukee Road. I wouldn't mind getting one of these. Um, or an SP. I'd probably get one of these too. I don't know which one I would get. I probably won't get one, but like it is tempting. Alrighty, got some Jeeps, 35s. Like the Santa Fe. I've ended up with a little bit of a small Santa Fe collection going on, so this will blend right in. I like the Great Northern. It's a little too new of a scheme, but I do like the flashing light. Um, if they did like the orange Great Northern scheme, I'd probably get one. But they're nice. Um, do they smoke? I can't. Looks like it. It kind of blends into the background, but it looks like they. Guess not. I don't think they do. Can't tell if they smoke or not. Yep, they smoke. That's cool. Alrighty, we got some tunnel motors. I do like tunnel motors. Um, they look pretty nice. They price $700 is a little steep. I think this would have been better in the $600 range. I like the Rio Grande in the UP. I would probably get the Rio Grande one. Right to get one. Um, I do like this weathered one, adding almost $100 onto it just because you have some unique paint scheme on it. Isn't really. Uh, I'd probably get this guy right here. On this Wheeling and Lake Erie, but it's Rio Grande, so by that, I'm not an expert. I like this one. Is cool. Like the same way as a unique paint. Looks nice. Chicago Northwestern. They look nice. They're cool. I'm gonna fork out $1,200 if I'm gonna fork out that kind of money. I'm getting a steam engine. A Donner Pass freight set. This is $1,000, and I think this is kind of almost on the money price wise. Got a Freight Sounds boxcar too. It's actually a pretty good deal, honestly. Freight Sounds boxcar, you get a smoking, you know, a tunnel motor, and you get, 4 scale freight cars and a caboose. You know, honestly, I might. Is it a weather diesel? I don't know if this is some kind of typo. Oh yeah, it's weather. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I like this Donner Pass one. This one will probably sell well. Or auto racks. Auto racks at $160 a piece. I mean, I wouldn't get one. I'm not gonna get one anyway, but wouldn't get one. $120 for a plastic upper bundle. Not gonna happen. Um, New Freight Sounds boxcars. I've been meaning to get one. My thing is my reefer, hotbox reefer does Freight Sounds when I'm not in the hotbox reefer, so it's not at the top of my list anymore. Uh, I had a Great Northern one in the previous catalog that I would like. For sounds, Pullman cars. I don't really know what kind of sounds characters allow you to recreate. I mean, not like the thing is hear the people talking in there. Wouldn't hear that on the outside of the train anyway, so it doesn't really do it for me. Kind of funny. The weird thing about these is it's like they had a Heisler, made disconnect. They didn't make any to go with the Heisler. They made these random things. Don't make any sense. Um, if they had an engine to go, they're doing it for me. Boxcars and $100 a piece. I wouldn't say it's worth it. Never pay, you know. And what I do is I'm never gonna pay $50 for, or more for a single car. I mean, my whole reefer set I paid $200 for it. MTH Premiers, they work fine. They look great. Get them used. Nothing changes. Great cars. I buy them new. Hoppers. They're nice. I'm not gonna buy them at those prices. Hope they all come with a coal load. They don't. You gotta buy the coal load separately. Well, ain't that handy? Tank cars. They're nice. Got some graffiti on some of these. They're more modern tank cars, so I probably wouldn't get one, but they're nice. Nice box cars. You know, they're kind of more in my wheelhouse. I like the Great Northern one. I'm a sucker for Great Northern. That's $80 for just a box car. Really doing it. Traditional. We're going into $700 Pacifics. Lion Chief semi-scale Pacifics. These need to be $500 max. Anything above that, you're completely just fine. Why would I pay $500 for this? Why would I pay $700 for this when I could go buy a nice TMCC scale Mikado for $500 on eBay, or a 442, or hell, even a K4? It makes no freaking sense at all. I could buy a scale Pacific with TMCC, which basically has the same electronics as this, but it's scale for the same price. There's no reason. You have to make this a good deal. $500 was pushing it. Honestly, I think $400 range is probably a better place for these. This is astronomically stupid. Lionel's no one's gonna buy these. Lionel's gonna lose their ass on these. $900 for a pair of. Are they both powered? I mean, even still, that's ridiculous. Oh, it's a powered in a dummy Lion Chief semi-scale F unit. Like, what are you smoking? Like, I hope these are typos. This is ridiculous. No one's gonna buy these. Nobody. No one is going to buy these because this is stupid. You're just trying to rip people off, and people don't like it. You'd like, did it even cross the minds of the people making this stuff when they're, pricing this? Like, this isn't worth it, and they just do it anyway. This is stupid. $1,000 for semi-scale cars. Once again, like, do they think about the things they do before they do them, or are they just typing in numbers, throwing whatever at the wall and hoping it sticks? Because it ain't. No one's gonna buy these. You're gonna lose so much money. It's stupid. Lionel's digging their own grave, and Menards and MTH and Atlas are just coming to pick up the slack where Lionel's dropping the ball. It's sad. Battery O. See, I don't mind the concept of Battery O, but what worries me about it is the fact that they seem to be replacing their Lion Chief starter sets with Battery O, and then it's expecting that they're, oh, we'll just raise the price on Lion Chief so we could put this in the price bracket that used to be Battery O. What they should have done is kept Lion Chief where it was and made this cheaper than Lion Chief for like people that really can't afford it. But no, they raised the price on Lion Chief and put this in its place. And that, this. I mean, these are really cheap, so these will probably sell. But I don't think it was worth raising the price on the Lion Chief engines. Battery O is an interesting concept because you can get, you know, uh, started, and if you ever do make the jump to powered, your stuff will work. I hope they use the same type of couplers as their water vapor smoke effect. That's interesting. Um, I have to take a closer look at the couplers and see if they're compatible with knuckle couplers. All right, we're getting into the electric O scale stuff. Um, yeah, I mean this price tracks. I like the crane, and I might get one. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna buy the set. Maybe I'll get the crane. This is, 20 bucks cheaper would have been better. $370, which is about where you get them on. Like, you get them in a dealer, it's about the price you'd pay. Yeah, fine. I like that. I wanted to get one pliers or whatever it was. Got around to expensive, astronomically. Uh, Cleaning cars, probably need to be cheaper. And the kind of tracks, but trying to get me. I don't have much to say about these. I mean, price kind of tracks, I guess, but it is what it is. I used to have one of these, the earlier Lion Chief. They really couldn't pull. Only one of the trucks was powered. Uh, you know what it is. Star Wars. Now I'm a big Star Wars fan. Really big Star Wars fan. I thought about posting some Star Wars content on the channel. I actually have a little collection of Star Wars stuff. I'd like to go over, lightsaber. I don't know. That being said, I'm probably not going to buy these. Cars are pretty unimpressive. Uh, and the price Lionel's charging for it to pay that Disney tax, it's like, oh, you want a million boxcars with a Star Wars picture on it? Well, hell, I could have taken a 27 boxcar and glued a Star Wars picture on it. And there you go. Yeah. They had like a flat car with like a speeder on it or a little walker or something. Or kind of probably just 2D cutouts. Oh, the trench runs can pay 140 bucks for it. Pay that much. DC, Batman, Superman, Wonder Bucks Pete, Adam West, Batman, Will Thomas Kincaid, DC. Cool. Tom and Jerry, Acme Dynamite, Harry Potter. I have that Harry Potter train setter. If you back, I probably should have bought that one. I'm not gonna bother. I'm not even a big Harry Potter fan. I just wanted a British train. If they had released just the British version they did a few years earlier, it wasn't Harry Potter, I would have bought that. I would have preferred it. Disney. I don't have much to say. I'm not a big Disney fanatic. I did just go to Disneyland, but that was not because I'm a Disney fanatic. My aunt offered me to go. So, yeah. Uh, Angela, somebody, Thomas, can't read that cursive very good. Angela Trotta Thomas, I don't know who that is. Be a painter. These are kind of nice, but I wouldn't buy them. Bob Ross. I used to have a friend who was really into Bob Ross. He probably would have just bought. Doesn't even into trains, but probably just would have bought these. The Rogers Neighborhood. And those are neat, but I'm gonna buy them. Batterio Thomas the Tank Engine. I wouldn't buy it. I mean, I was into Thomas as a kid. He looks pretty weird now. Why has he got two whistles? Barbie. I doubt that's gonna track very well. No. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. If the robots like moved when the train went by, that would be kind of cool. I guess. Peanuts. I probably wouldn't buy one, but peanuts are nice. Ford, Chevy containers, fuel towers. Those are neat. John Deere. I'm more of a Cub Cadet person myself, but EMCC truck. What the hell does that mean? Oh, is it like one that drives on the track? $100 though. I don't know. Make noise at that price. Budweiser. I don't drink, so I'm not a big Budweiser. Railroad history boxcars. Railroad Orange Blossom Special. Stockton. Navy. Paul Revere. Lexington. Bunker Hill. They're kind of neat if you're a big history guy. I like history, but I'm not gonna spend $109 a piece on a boxcar for it. Personalization cars. Wish I could have bought my dad one of these. Give me like this is just stuff they set up for to go with this set from the previous catalog. I mean, I'm not gonna buy it. The big alien funny. I wonder how many people buy like the Halloween, glow in the dark. See, the thing is with these disconnects, I wish they would just sell these. They did a set a few years back with the Lion Chief Plus 060, a few disconnects, and a little flat car and a caboose. If they would re-release that, I would pre-order it instantly because I really want to get one of those 060s, but in a set would be even better. Disney Halloween, glow in the dark. That's kind of cool. So generic Halloween themed train cars. Halloween trailer. Kind of cool if they just made it. I mean, make a lot of themed stuff, and it's like I just want the normal stuff. Polar Express could be a New York Central Hudson now. That could be cool. These, you know, Polar Express themed. See this? They just made this. Just made this, but not Christmas. That would be cool. But they didn't. Oh, I thought about getting a Christmas that ever number three. I want to get maybe the new Polar Express Christmas tree, like the crane. Crane sounds would be cool. Probably get a trailer. It's kind of turbine. I mean, Case 3. I'd like to get one at some point. I don't have a permanent now, so it's really not worth it right now. But price of my warmer. I got one. This flies over my head. I don't even any of this track. More track. I get some the 06 channels. I got is the 36. Go right now. I'd like to get one of these. I have one of these. I'd like to get one of these too. Available from the catalog. Look for I just not making the saddle tank. Really like one. Get either a doodle bug or an art cards. Hard to get an art from. I would like to get this too. I'd like to get the diner. Wild West. Or a farm. Oh, finally, some sports. American Flyer. Here we are at the end. So my overall thoughts are, this it's the prices are way off. The catalog's kind of underwhelming as far as what's in it, but the prices are just stupid. They're stupid. It's ridiculous to really evaluate. Um, they really need to evaluate their pricing system and take a deep look and see, what the people can afford and what they're willing to pay for their items. I hate to say it, but I don't think model railroading is really a hobby that's going to keep going. Especially, it's moving towards more HO and smaller scales that are cheaper. I'm in a no scale club. Our membership is dwindling, and if we don't get some more people to help set up the club, then yeah, it's going to die. But set up the layout, the club's going to die. But you know, it is what it is. But they need to really try to more conservatively price and you know, better look that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that I absolutely have to have, and go ahead and call it a day there. So thanks everyone for stopping in, and see you all later.